Hi Cancer, this is your reading for the month of November. I hope you're going well. So these are your Moonology cards. I'll pull out some Romantic Angels cards as well. Oop, that one didn't want to come with me. Got a little bit stuck there. And your tarot cards for this month. Okay, there's one extra for you today. Okay, so your Moonology is your dreams need a practical plan and adjustments are required. So there's a lot of things that have been um you've been working on. However, it seems like you need to reevaluate how you perceive things going through your life. Um this means that you need to set goals for November so you can really work into the next year, being very confident, not worrying so much about your life and what is actually happening. You're really just focusing on what you're doing. You have for the Romance Angels cards, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And very soon clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you right now. So these are interesting because you're still there's a lot of planning. There's a lot of focusing on how to do something. Um what is kind of holding you back from what you want and how you're going to get it. And this is everything. I do feel like you're slightly overwhelmed when it comes to life, and you haven't really put down what you want and how you want it. And this is kind of piling up at the door, and you haven't really focused on what you're doing. There has been fights and arguments lately. This can be your closest romantic relationship. This could be in relationships in general, but this usually means a romantic relationship. And if you don't know what you want in a romantic relationship, it could be that there is instigated um fights and arguments that are happening because you don't know what you want, so then you aren't responding in the correct manner to what they want to give, and you're not being very honest about, hey, this is not working out. How could I get what I want and help you as well? So there's kind of that frustration of both partners' needs not getting met. And you might not think that's really a big deal until we see the next card, which is that you are focusing too much on the present and not focusing on the future at all. It's like you have been kind of holding yourself back from a lot of things in life that would help bring you across the threshold of life. And yeah, it feels like you're mentally not here. You're not present enough, and that can be really what's creating some issues in your life right now, and give you kind of this anxiety, and they're thinking anxiety too. Your creativity, that is also a feeling that if you're trying, this is for a specific set of people. If you're trying to have a baby right now, that will happen in November for you. This might not happen until December. For the rest of you there's a lot of creativity coming in, a very specific amount of creativity, working a lot more on the blocks that you have in life, especially when it comes to financial freedom and abundance, because the next one for us is King of Pentacles. This is in reverse for you. So this means that you're working very hard on trying to make money, but you're not going anywhere because you're focused too much. And when you focus too much on money, it doesn't come into fruition. So you need to actually work with your creativity that's a very abundant, very overflowing, and you need to work towards like not not focusing on the money, focusing on the creativity, seeing how the creativity can bring you closer to the abundance that you want. There's a period of excitement just at the end of November for you. And then it seems like there is a week of just like stillness. Nothing happens for you. So there's kind of like a little bit of like excitement before the end of November, and then it just peters off, and you get into December being like, okay, what's next? Like nothing kind of completed or kind of resolved itself completely. You're still kind of waiting for something to happen, and I think there's a lot of like waiting on your cards, like waiting for you to really put in what you want, how you want it. This is in your relationships, this is in your life. Like your dreams need a practical plan. So you can be quite excitable, but lately I do feel like there's a lot of um kind of like talking bad about yourself, like not in that kind of like I'm never going to be good enough. It's like you kind of discourage yourself from really thinking big, thinking in a creative manner. Like how crazy would it be to have this, like huge thing, not like small things. Like don't worry about the small things. The more that you really ask yourself, like the universe, yourself, for those big things, it tends to kind of create this bit where you think this is crazy. Like I could never do this, and if you fall short, you still get what you want. Instead of not trying at all, um, you really like focus on, hey, like, yes, I could get what I want. I am abundant all the time. Um, and this is important for you to magically think in a bigger sphere, because you're not really focusing on, okay, well, you know what, I could actually have something really big right now if I kind of like journal it, affirm for it, kind of be very specific. Like most of the time we spend our lives asking for, like I wish that I could get something, but I don't know if I can. And we kind of really dismiss what we want. And I think for this month, you really need to dream big. Like, really focus in on the bigness, on the largeness, instead of kind of focusing on what you can't do. And yeah, I feel like even though I'm not gonna say don't worry about money as much, you should worry less about money. You should worry less about like it's taking too long. I don't have time, you know. That is your reading today. I hope that has helped you out. Obviously, we I will be posting ones for December as well. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye, guys.